I'm Vaibhav and I here support Akshay with his content and all the strategy side of things here at Raw Foodiest. And I've had the privilege of working with him behind the scenes of his Instagram, of his funnel side of things, and everything else. But today I get to flip the script and I'll be asking Akshay the questions you always want answers to. So there's also one more thing, like we're also something like celebrating something huge today. It's his 16th anniversary since he went on a complete raw food journey. So let's dive in. So Akshay, so today marks 16 years since you went on a raw food journey. So what do you remember about the day one and what triggered the shift?
So it was not like day one. First of all, thank you, Vaibhav, and thank you, Shreya, for joining on this occasion. Yes, we are celebrating the 16th anniversary of my raw food journey. It happened spontaneously, and it is like a crazy mind. I was celebrating my mom's birthday on the 5th of December. Actually, her birthday is on 8th of December, but we were celebrating because of weekend, Saturday, Sunday. So during that celebration, the birthday celebration, I just announced. I was talking to my people that hey, I'm planning to go for raw food from January 1st, New Year resolution.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law says, hey, you already ate. Today is your mom's birthday. And it clicked me. It's like, okay, it's like lightning bolt in, and you say, okay, yeah, what is in 1st January? Next day, December 6th, I started doing raw food. I was not knowing how far I'm going to go. I was not knowing what I'm going to do, how I'm going to tackle. But that didn't bother me. I just kept going, and I started with even little bit of processed food in beginning, and then I evolved in 16 years.
So yeah, like I have like more questions for you. So let's just like move forward. So let's say if you could go back in time and tell the 2009 version of Akshay, like one thing about your journey, so what would it be?
One thing, I was eating like a pig, literally. I was eating mindlessly. It's not that I had any medical issue. I was completely okay at age 50. But I saw that there is a lack of energy. There is not that much of the energy what one should have in a youth. I was very, very energetic when I was young. So that was the one thing I can see that, that mindless eating was there, lack of energy was there, which I don't have now. I can work even at 66 at, 12, 15 hours a day and still I have energy. That's the biggest accomplishment I can say.
That's wonderful. Like even at 66, you don't have like any energy crashes or anything. That's an inspiration, like even for the younger generation, like how you maintain that, like still. So I would also like Shreya to like introduce yourself, and if you have also some questions, you can like ask Akshay about it.
So I got to know about you through Vaibhav and interested to know how a person can like maintain the 16 years of journey while just having raw food. So I have this one question that, so what was the hardest thing that you had to do in these 16 years, and how did you like on your raw food journey, and how did you commit yourself to it?
Hardest thing, it depends upon individual, but I can tell you what is the easiest thing. So easiest thing is don't punish yourself. Okay, this is not punishment. This is the enjoyment. This is something you're going into to see that what helps you. So start with whatever you think is right. Your body can take it, your lifestyle can take it without any compromise. That is the easiest thing I can say. Hardest thing is a willpower, because we all have our taste buds. We are slave of our taste buds. and craving for certain food, habitual to eat certain food for cultural, social, family wise, all those things is there. And we have this since childhood. It
Yeah.
is not that something we develop. That's our parents and their parents and their parents, and it goes on, and this is going on since centuries.
Mhm.
So this is not just our problem. This is even your parents and their parents. They had same problem. The issue is right now. Let's say if you are driving a car, and that car take particular kind of fuel. So if it takes petroleum gas, and if you put diesel there, it is not going to work. Your car is not going to work properly. That's it. It's going to fail again and again. You require more and more repair, and that simple it is. So the fuel which we are taking, the food, which I think as a fuel, most of the people they eat for pleasure. They eat because it's the 1 o'clock, it's lunchtime now. It's the
Mhm.
7 o'clock, it's dinner time now. That's not right. You see out in the world, all animal, they are eating on their term. They are eating no matter how much food in front of them. If they are not hungry, they are not going to eat.
Mhm.
And from the birth, from the calf, just newborn calf, know what to eat. And more importantly, know what not to eat. No
Mhm.
matter how much you feed them, they will smell, they will come, and they see if it yeah, of course, something is edible, they will eat. And if not, they will walk away. With your dog, your cat, you will see any animal. What happened to human? Why we lost the hardwired, inbuilt, innate, that intelligence every other animal have, birds
Mhm.
have, fish have, turtle have. We don't have. Why? What happened? So this is evolution. I see this as we are surviving because we started eating everything.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we would have also vanished like dinosaur. But at that time, eating everything is like survival, and it was boon for us. And then it evolves even further, that we started eating cooked food.
Mhm.
That cooked food gave us another kind of a boost, because between us and chimpanzee only 4% of DNA difference.
Mhm.
96% is the same.
Yeah.
What happened? So that cooked food gave us another boost. Our brain become more bigger, our brain become more intelligent. Cooked food was a blessing then, many millennia back. Now is a curse. You
Mhm.
cannot stick to the same thing forever. The world is changing, the life is changing. The change is the only constant in the life. And
Yeah.
you stick to the same thing because your parents and grandparents and grandparents and grandparents did it, and that's why I have to do it. I
Mhm.
think this is the biggest stupidity. Any rational mind will think that, hey, what is good for me today? So today we are using this digital technology because it's available. Our grandparents and grandparents didn't have that. So what I'm trying to say is you have to think what is good for you today, not something just because my grandparents did it, I have
Yeah.
to do it. That's simple.
So
Yeah.
you mentioned evolution and you mentioned why you started this journey. So I wanted to ask you, like, how has your that reason for staying loyal to this journey evolved over the years? Like, was it family? Was it performance?
So whole family knows that I'm crazy. Crazy in the sense that I try to do so many new things differently, and I have that guts to do it. I have that courage to do it, and I have that willpower to do it. I was, when I was younger than you, when I was 14, 15, I did in Mumbai 1 month nothing but mung beans. Whole month nothing, any kind of mung beans, but it has to be mung beans. And I did that as an experiment on me. and I lost almost 10 kilo. That's 22 pound in a 1 month. But
Wow.
that it tested my willpower, that
Mhm.
I am not going to eat that pav bhaji, and I'm not going to eat that dosa and bhajia and whatever, and any kind of the food in front of me. But I was testing how much control I have, and I was very successful. Whole month I didn't eat anything but mung beans. 1 month I did same thing. 1 month nothing but salad in India. This is nothing to do with the health and these that. This is the just I can say is the craziness. I was testing my craziness, how I can control. So that was the kind of a foundation of seeing that how much I can control. Evolving now, coming in Los Angeles and trying this in 2009, I started with just raw food. I was
Mhm.
not knowing much about it. I started learning about it. In beginning, I was eating processed food. So in morning, I used to eat granola bar with
Mhm.
my tea, and I was eating same thing for another 2 years.
Wow.
So yeah, it's because that was I was habitual to take granola bar in the morning with the tea, and I kept eating it. Then I realized, hey, this is not raw. This is the process. So, okay, take it out. And I started eating almond and walnut in the morning. And till today, I am eating same thing for next, let's say, 14 years. So, what I'm trying to say, start with whatever is your comfort zone,
Yeah.
whatever you think is right. You don't have to be crazy like me. You don't have to do 100% raw food. You can start 25%, you can start 50%, whatever you feel comfortable. And the biggest thing is why I kept going in. So, as I said, I was not knowing how far I'm going to go. Maybe 10 days, maybe 1 month, I was not knowing. The reason I kept this continue, because I saw the energy bursted. It's like, wow, I don't feel that fatigue. I don't have, because actually, as I said, the fuel which we are taking, and if it is burns right, you get
Mhm.
the maximum total, right? Let's say
Mhm.
in a car, we use 79, 89, 92% of the purity of the gasoline. The jet engine, the airplane, they have even purer. They will have to burn in a really right way.
Yeah.
So more pure fuel, more better energy. So that is very, I don't have to go in an energy. I'm not engineer. I don't have even the medical background, but common sense. This is the rational mind, better energy. You can put it in a way that it helps you. So before I was used to eat, let's say a 1 kilo, and I was getting little energy. Now I'm eating 100 gram, and I'm getting better energy. That is the difference. So eating the right food is not something you are punishing. You are going towards the better energy. Now you have to find out, and you don't have to follow me, or you don't have to agree with me that whether what I'm saying is right or it is another fad. You check it out on yourself. You see that if you eat the raw food for 1 week or even 2 days and see the difference. And then if you see that difference, okay, yeah, it makes the difference. Continue. If not, okay, don't continue.
Yeah. Like it's like really wonderful to like hear like how it started with just you like experimenting with yourself, and now it's like it's been 16 years. Like that's really like wonderful to hear. And also like that part where you mentioned the like animal things, like they only eat like or they already know like what to eat, and even if you give it something they won't eat. Like that's a really good way of thinking. Like I've never thought about it. So like I had like more like another question for you. So like say like what's like one raw food belief that you had in the like first year of your journey that you've completely changed your mind about like today?
So tell you the truth is like this is a journey. When you are, let's say, on the journey and you are not at the destination, you are not looking at the destination. Your goal is to reach destination, but your goal, again, another thing is to enjoy the journey, whatever the area you are in right now.
Mhm.
So I was enjoying that first year was, I felt good. Now I am evolving myself. I made lot of changes. It's not only just a granola bar. I used to have another processed food. I eliminated it slowly and slowly. The result is right now, even today, when I am doing my another job as a home improvement business, when I go to the people house, they take me as a 45-year, 50-year-old person. And when I tell them I'm 66, they don't want, oh, wow, you really, you are 66? No, you are lying. Oh, no, no, you don't have any wrinkles. No, you don't look 66. The way you walk and no, no. So I have to tell them, I have to show them, okay, here is my ID. Check it out. And and it gives me, is a compliment. Everybody, every woman, every man wants to look good.
Yeah.
They spend millions of dollars to look good. They spend so much money on makeup and to do the things which is give you temporary help, but that's not permanent help. Seeing today, I see that, okay, it's not only the skin, it's not only the look, the inner. I can see that I am still 40 years, 35 years, 40 years of, young guy, want to do so many things. And I'm doing right now so many things. I am doing Raw Foodiest. I'm running my home improvement business. On the side, I'm writing poems. I'm doing music. I do hiking. I do backpacking, marathon running. So everything is there. It's not 66 year means you have to now retire, sit on the couch, watch TV. That's not the life. The life has to be from the birth to death. All you have is the time. No matter who you are, whether you are a president of the company or country or just a housewife or whatever you are, but only thing you have is 24 hour, and only thing you have from birth to death is the time, and it's up to you how to use it. If you use the optimum way, if you see that, okay, this is the time, how I can use this time without becoming a handicap. Once your health is not helping you, you have no chance, you have no choice. You have to be handicapped. Now you need the stick to walk, and you now need the walker to walk, and you cannot do certain things. You cannot do many things, not certain things. Okay, then now your life is on decline, is going down and down and down. So how to optimize it? So I say this is a blessing. I got another life in the life, so to enjoy it properly, so then it's like gives me extension to the life.
Yeah, like that's like truly inspirational. Like just to hear like the amount of things you're still doing at the age of 66, and nobody can tell that you're 66 years of like age as of now.
No,
Like,
but that is the compliment. That is something which I really even it's like I see this everywhere. I didn't do this. Is the byproduct. This look and everything is a byproduct. The best thing is, as I said, energy gives you to every cell of your body is now is young. More than the body is now your mental health, which is very important. People are not paying attention on mental health. And as time goes, the mental health also start deteriorating. Most of the people, not everybody. And that is something, it is now you are not energetic mentally, mental fog, fatigue. You don't have that more creative mind. You don't have the attention, you cannot focus on something for more than 5 minutes. You cannot remember the thing. All those stuff is going to stop. There is a pause. Now you get the new life to your body and the mind, the energy is going to work in favor of you. Just think like this. You see any kids, they are so bubbly. They
Yeah.
don't want to sit down at one place. They want to play something. They want to do something. Why? What is in there and we don't have? The energy.
Yeah.
The amount of energy they have is so much. They have to just use it. And as we grow, we become lazy. We don't want to get up and get our the water. We don't want to do the cleaning work. We don't want to do whatever the work is. Big people, as human nature, is a laziness. And that laziness comes from where? All disease comes from where? A lack of energy.
Yeah. Hmm. That's like really good way of like thinking about this. Why kids have energy and why
Yeah.
he don't. Yeah. And so actually, so I was going through like one of your blogs and I saw that you're releasing a book soon. So what made you finally decide that this was the time to write it?
Yeah, well, my 16 years. So no matter how much podcast I do, no matter how much interview I do, no matter how much the videos I make, there is all scattered. Everything, no matter how many questions you ask me today, still there is it's a puzzle. There is a lot of question unanswered. Lot of question is you didn't ask even. So I want to write a book which gives what I'm telling you right now, everything with the proof that last year when I had my medical checkup and my blood work and everything, and I put all those blood work of last 21 years to the.
Okay.
So it's not just a bluff. This is not just something the fed. I am putting my blood work, my medical record to the people, to the public in general, and it is analyzed by another doctor. It is since I don't have a medical degree, people can see this. This is analyzed by doctor, and this is the fact. This is not something just another bluff, just created by somebody to make some excitement. No, it is not that. And why I am doing this? I'm not doing this for name, fame, money, popularity. If I see this, if this is I'm in last inning of my life, 66, no matter what, what food I eat, age is age. I'm going to go one day. And when I going to go, before that, I want to give, since I have this energy to do this, I want to give back to the world. If my book can inspire 10 people, that's done. It's much better. I'm looking for that 10 people that who can read the book, who can understand, who can ask me more questions, even which I not answered in my book. So the book is all about the 16-year of journey. The book is all about how one can change, one can shift to the raw food, and why is this necessary, what is going to happen. All the questions Shreya and Vaibhav you asked me, those are very relevant questions, but still a lot of things it is going on in your mind which you don't know. And until you explore it, so any subject you take it in, whether you become astronaut or you become a scuba diver, whatever you want to do, you have to learn. You have to learn. Without that, you cannot do anything. So learning is the something which I give the tool to people so they can learn about the raw food. They can understand why it is important. What are the myths? So there are so many myths out there. In reality, good. There is so many bad information out there than good information. And I am not the first one. There are so many people who did this before, and they failed. The failed means they are nobody is even talking about it, and they have PhDs and they are doctors and they have medical background and these that. But they failed because they couldn't able to connect to the people. They were talking much about all the medical terms and okay, microbiome and omega-3 and calcium and cholesterol and these and that, and so it is beyond the understanding of normal people.
Mhm.
When I speak from myself as a non-medical person, my experience at the level of the general people understanding.
Yeah.
When I give example, when I speak, I don't speak those technical jargon. I know about it, but it doesn't mean that I have to use it. Instead, why not to give the people in the language which they understand? So when I gave you example of the animal, when I gave you example of the kids, now it sparked in your mind that yeah, this is something is right. And I have so many example. I can go for 10 hours talking about this. We don't have that much time. But what I'm trying to say, there are so much information there that people can understand, grasp, chew it, ruminate it. You think about it, you contemplate it, you criticize it. Is you don't have to accept it right away, but more you study it, all this is a process of study. Once you study it, then you can understand, yeah, this is something which I think makes sense. Let me try. There is no harm, there is no side effect. I have not seen anybody who died because of raw food eating. I have seen millions of people dying every day because eating cooked food.
Yeah.
In, in, in my philosophy, cooked food is a dead food.
Yeah.
So, since you mentioned about the book, and it is something that you want, like, through this book, you want to inspire people and leave a legacy behind, basically. So, while writing the book, was there any topic or any chapter, like, without giving away too much information or without spoiling the book, basically, was there any topic that surprised even you while you were writing it?
So when you write about your day-to-day, your experience, what happened, when it happened, you maybe try to make it a category of what happened. Now, the surprising thing is which I knew, but I was not knowing. And if you even Google it today, the phrase which life is energy and energy is life, which I coined it, but it's not that I am the first one who coined. There were people were using it, but it was dormant. That phrase gave me the foundation of the book, and that I was not knowing that I was using it. Now I see this so much better way to explain the people, hey, because when at the birth you start making your energy, till then you are using the mother's energy when you are in mother's womb.
Yeah.
The minute you're at your birth, you start making your energy, and at the end, when you stop making energy, that's the end of the life. That's it. So energy is that important for the life, and we as a human, we are neglecting that portion of the life so miserably that we are ruining our life. We are full of diseases, we are full of all. Only thing is this, I don't want to say that this way, but most of the corporation, they are mafia. Whether there is a food mafia, drug mafia, medical mafias, they see that the newborn child is born, it is the more cash is going to their coffer. That is the simple equation. Now the child is going to use diaper, child need more drugs, baby formula, and these, that, everything all cost money, and money goes to the corporation. This is the simple thing. My expense for the whole month today, whole month I'm eating whatever food I'm eating, only $150.
Wow.
Okay.
Mhm.
Most of the people in USA is spending at least $750 to $900 minimum, maybe more if they are going in lavish restaurant and stuff. But the difference is they are spending that much money and buying the misery, and I'm spending less money and I'm buying the liberty.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is the energy equation is the biggest surprise for me, which I brought it, I portrayed it in front of people in a way that they can understand.
Yeah.
So, would you say that the topic of like how raw food gives energy to people is something that stuck with you? And is that the like message you're trying to convey to people through this book?
Correct. That's the reality.
Mhm.
The raw food is the real source of energy. Don't believe me, try it. Once you try it, you cannot lie yourself. It's like, okay, you have to either believe it or you have to reject it. But, so once you see it and once you feel it, and you have to be honest with yourself. Most of the people, they are dishonest to the world and they are dishonest to themselves. Now you have to be honest with yourself, accept whatever the reality is, and then and move forward. And that's the real equation, that yeah, the life is energy and energy is life. Raw food is the real source of real energy, because cooked food is a dead food. There is no enzyme. It's all the calories and all the miseries. And yeah, it's like why I am not taking any medication when I go to doctor, and when the nurse comes and takes me in there. Oh, where is your drugs? I say I don't have any. And she looks at me and she thinks I'm lying. And she says, then she checks her computer and she says, yeah, you don't have any drugs. Mr. Shah is so good. You don't have any drugs. And so that is very, very unique. Most of the people here, the morning starts and they open their medicine box and they start eating pills like a popcorn.
Yeah.
One after another, mindless eating of that pills. They don't understand these pills. No matter what kind of pill, there is no pills in the world which is innocent.
Hmm.
There is always some side effect. 100%, no matter what kind of pills you are taking. There is a little side effect, there is more side effect, but there is a side effect. And these people, they don't think about it. They think about raw food. Oh, wow, where is the protein and where is the this and where is the omega-3 and calcium and all kind of, where is the B12? And they want to just deny the raw food and they want to eat medicine without any question. This is the mindless behavior of humans, which is going on for many years and many centuries, and this becomes the norm. So when it becomes the norm, nobody wants to question it. And when anybody question it, people label them as a crazy. And I don't care what people calls me. All I care is I want to tell the truth to the people, not to make money out of it. I am not selling anything. On my site, I'm not selling nothing. A lot of people say, hey, sell this recipe and sell this and that. And I'm not in money-making business. That I leave it up to the corporation. I want to change the world.
Yeah.
And I know it's a big statement, but that's what it is. And that's what even Steve Jobs says. The crazy people think that they can change the world, and they are. So I want to change it. I want to see that even if it affects, and it is that always there is a domino effect. Always they want to see that, first few penguin jumps in, then millions will follow.
Yeah.
But there is required first few penguins to have courage to jump in.
Mhm.
That is what is it is I'm waiting for, and it will happen. This is nothing. This is the rational mind. Any logical person will think that, hey, you know what, there is no harm. I'm not selling you apple, that hey, buy my apple or buy my banana. You buy whatever you want. Go to your farmer market, get whatever you want. Don't even thank me. Don't even tell me, hey, Mr. Shah, this is good. Akshay, what you did told us. Don't even tell me. I don't need that. All I want to see if changes your life. If you make it gives you freedom from the medicine. It gives you freedom from going to doctor every other month. Now you cannot walk. Your knees are hurting. You have arthritis. Inflammation in the body is so much because you are taking poison of cooked food every day. That is all going to go away. All bad thing, toxic thing is toxicity of the food is going to go away. And the only way it can go away, you have to eat something to survive. So what is the alternative? Alternative is raw food.
Mhm. So yeah, actually, like as we're like getting to know like more about your book, like I'm even like more like interested about it. So you've been sharing like so much free content like over the years through your blogs, through your social media pages. So what will like people get in the book that they cannot get like from any social media or blog that you've written till now?
That's for sure. The name of the book, as right now, it is still in editing work and still in process. But my proposal is the name of the book, In Nature We Trust.
Mhm.
So that is the biggest thing. This is not my knowledge. This is not something I created it. I got it from nature. And you can get it from nature. You just surrender to nature and think about it and see what is happening in the nature, why other animals are so different, so independent. They know what to eat. They have a hardwired intelligence. What happened to our intelligence? Once you start questioning, about everything, you are going to get the answer. Because we as the animal, we as human as animal, we were eating this for many millennia back. We were eating only fruits, vegetable and roots.
Mhm.
All that the only thing was available, and that kept us our physiology is designed like that. So if your car is designed for electric car, you cannot put gasoline there. You cannot put diesel there. It's not going to work. It is only and only fuel it takes is electricity. So our body is designed like that, and I can prove it. I mean, that's another 10 hours we can talk. But I can prove it. Our body is designed like that and not designed to eat cooked food or even animal food. So people who are non-vegetarian, they think that, okay, you know what, this many people are eating all animal food, meat, fish, chicken, eggs. Well, that's their choice. By
Mhm.
birth, you are designed like a vegetarian animal. And that is also a lot of people, how can you tell me? Well, okay, tell me how we are vegetarian animal. And I'm nothing against you, Shreya and Vaibhav. If you are eating meat, fish, it's okay. But this is something which is very easy to understand. Again, look in the nature. Nature is the best teacher. Look in the nature, all the vegetarian animal, they are drinking with the lips. So whether it's a giraffe or elephant or cow or horse, they are all drinking with the lips. We are drinking with the lips.
Mhm.
Okay, one similarity in the characteristics. Second characteristics is the height of the animal. Let's say if the cat is a 1 feet, the intestine is a 3 feet. All non-vegetarian animal have their intestine 3 times larger than their height. All vegetarian animal have height 6 times. So if cow is a 6 feet, their intestine is 36 feet. If
Okay.
human is a 6 feet, their intestine is 36 feet. That is a science. This is not, I created it. This is there, but nobody wants to talk about it. Now, once you see this similarity, that in the nature, there is a two kind of animal, and vegetarian animal, non-vegetarian animal. Our characteristics matches with the vegetarian animal. We have 36, 6 times larger than our height intestine. We drink with the lips, we don't drink with the tongue. The all non-vegetarian animal, they drink with the tongue. If you see cheetah, if you see tiger, if you see your cat, all they are drinking the water with the tongue.
Yeah.
So when you see this small thing, which is, if you see minutely, this nature is teaching you that this is the fact. Now, when we started eating meat just to survive, and we become like, okay, meat eater, that's okay at that time. But now it's giving you cancer. It is causing you so much problem. That fuel is not good for your body, the bottom line. But still, if you want to eat, that's your choice. Keep paying bills to doctor, keep paying bills to the pharmaceutical company, and live your life. At 60, 70, you are done. At the most 80, you are almost done. And there is no guarantee that I'm going to go 80 and 90. It is not the length of the life. It is the quality of the life. So what I want to see it is not the length. Maybe I going to die 80, 70, even next tomorrow. That's not the issue. That's not the problem. The thing is, even if I die tomorrow, I can say that, okay, I was very active till my last breath.
The quality of life, yeah.
Quality of the life is important than the length of the life. Now people are living after 66, 65 here, the age of retirement, and that's it. They're done. They are living on the pills after pills, and they're going and they're keeping here the glucose meter and check their diabetes. And just yesterday I got the article that now glucose meter is malfunctioned and it killed 7 people. And there are many people injured because it is not designed right. So people start keeping eating, showing them is a less glucose, but it was their glucose level go so high they died. So now people are going into the advanced technology. I don't see any horse or any bird or any fish have that glucose meter. They know how, when they are hungry, they know what to eat. We are going in such a wrong direction that I'm not against technology, okay? We are using right now technology. We are making this video because of the technology. But you should know how to use it. If you become slave, you're done. You have to become a master, not the slave.
Yeah. I'm so glad that you cleared the thing about the meat eaters and the vegetarian eaters, because even earlier, when I used to tell my friends that I'm working with Akshay, he's a raw food, he's on a raw food journey, and people always used to think raw food, they used to connect it to meat, raw meat, because there's a lot of even influencers who have popularized it for some reason, I don't know, that you should eat raw food, raw meat. So yeah, I'm really glad that you cleared that thing, the intestine thing, that we have 6 times the length of a height, and the meat eaters, they only have 3 times. So yeah.
Right. And the biggest you can see is you don't have to even measure the intestine. You can see that why all vegetarian animal drinks with the lips, and non-vegetarian animal drinks with the tongue. So there is a design difference. It is the nature base. It has nothing to do with any religion, any kind of other influence. This is the science-based argument. And one can criticize me, one can counter me. Oh, you know what? You're wrong. bear is eating both. They are vegetarian and also meat eater. So there are some exceptions. I know that. But the life has to go not on exception, it has to go on the rule. If you see the one exception, yeah, there is omnivore. I know that. There are few animals omnivore. They are eating meat and the vegetable, and that's their way of even chimpanzee, So I'm not challenging the science. I'm just putting my mind as a rational person. If this is what is there and it helps the people, the cow is not eating meat, the horse is not eating meat, and the horse is the strongest animal. We say the horsepower. Anything, your engine, car engine is 300 horsepower. So that horse is making such a good muscles without eating meat. Why we cannot make it? People always they say, "Oh, Akshay, where you get from your protein?" And I tell them, I'm a marathon runner. I need protein. And I'm not taking any extra protein from anywhere, protein shake or nothing. I'm eating only fruits, vegetable, and nuts. And I'm getting enough protein. My muscles are good. And that's the only way I can run marathons.
Okay, so just upon this topic, so would you be including your meal plans and all your personal stories in the book as well?
So that's the one thing I don't want to include. I want to teach you how to fish. I don't want to give you fish. That is the wrong way to teach anything. Being a coach, being a teacher, I want to tell you this is what is the process. Now you have to work on yourself. What you do eat. I'm not giving a single recipe in my book. No. That other people are doing is selling recipe book and making money. And they're making lots of money. I know that there are a lot of successful people. And the reason they are successful because there are so many fool around. They just buy and they follow and they watch and then they quit within a week. Because if you don't know how to walk, and if you just read the book and you want to know, okay, I want to learn walking, you cannot do that. You have to walk yourself.
Yeah.
Just reading book is not going to give you that knowledge that how to balance yourself. Everything has to come from within. Without going into water, you cannot learn swimming. To learn swimming, you have to jump into the water. Now, no matter how many books you read, no matter how many video you watch, how to swim, but that's all book knowledge. That's not going to help you. If you want to become good swimmer, jump into the water. The same philosophy I want to tell you. If anybody wants to learn about raw food, don't worry about recipe. Earlier, don't worry about even nutrition value. But once you start, then you will learn everything. I learned everything after jumping into. Now I know the sweet potato has the highest nutrition index. That's 184 in among any food, any vegetable. And people say, what? Yeah, that's 184 index, US index. There's a nutritional index. And the second number is the regular potato, which is only 100.
Okay.
And these are not two same family. Now, how I learned, that's what I said, once you are in, then you have curious mind, you want to know what is good for me. Okay, find out what is good for you. And nowadays, thanks to, you young guys, Google is on your fingertips. Find out anything. Okay, you don't believe me. That's why I tell people, don't believe me. Do your own research. Find out what is good, what is not, and you are going to get everything like that. Now, your mind has to be that active to analyze all this information. That, okay, if the sweet potato is 184, it's good. It gives you everything, fiber and the calcium and the potassium and the zinc and this and that. And okay, so why not to eat? A lot of people ask me this also, how can you eat sweet potato? I tell them, how can you eat a carrot? Can you eat carrot raw? They say, yeah. I said, why you cannot eat sweet potato? Tell me one good reason. And they shut up. There is no good reason. If you can eat sweet potato, I mean carrot raw, what is harm? No, because my mom and their mom didn't taught us to eat sweet potato raw. That's why we cannot eat. Okay. If you want to still stay in that sandbox, don't want to come out, that's your prerogative. That's something is your choice. If you want to have another option, think about it. You can eat sweet potato raw. I'm eating this for now last 16 years and nothing happened to me. I don't have any issue. People, oh no, you are going to get. My own sister used to tell Akshay, don't do this. You are going to fall sick. Okay, let me try. I fall sick. Let me see it at least. And today now that same sister telling me, Akshay, you are doing right. I wish everybody can do the way you can do it. And this is not I'm talking about other person. This is my own blood sister. So this is how it works. People, they don't want to accept anything. They want to just follow the rules set by parents and grandparents. Well, that is not bad, but that is not a real human life. Human life is you have to have your own intelligence. You have to have your own life. To bring the life to the full freedom, don't follow nobody, including me. Don't follow anybody. Challenge your intelligence. Question everything. Go in deep into there, find the solution. And I can guarantee you, at least whatever you are going to get, that is going to be a real nectar. It's the real fuel, real energy for you. Even when I am doing beekeeping, I have two beehive in my backyard. Now I have one I lost. So even bee knows what, there are so many things around there. From the birth, they know exactly they have to go and get their nectar from the flower. How they know? Why they are not sitting on pizza? Why they are not going on any banana, but they go only for the flower? Why?
Yeah.
So that in hardware intelligence, even this small little tiny insect have, and we 150 and then 200 pound animal, we don't have that intelligence. What happened? Question this again and again to yourself. What happened and why, how we can correct it, and you are going to get the answer.
Yeah.
So already listening to you talk like about raw food and health and everything, I already feel very positive. Like the energy that I am getting is very optimistic and positive and something to look forward to. So what do you like, how do you hope when people finish your book, when they finish the last page of your book? So what do you hope people feel about it, like feel after reading the book?
Well, I leave it up to the people. I have zero expectation. As I said, I'm going against the stream.
Yeah.
I know today people wants to do all the thing which is I'm not in stream. That I know that. If I get some success, is fine. But I'm not doing this for success. I'm doing this is what I want to give it to people. If I change, let's say while talking this for last 45 minutes, 1 hour, if I can change your mind, or I can at least affect your mind, not even changing. Now you have curiosity to learn more. And if you change and it gives you positive impact on your life, that's success. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking when I completed my book and as I said, okay, now I'm done. Still I'm working on it. I'm working on already on another book. But my goal is right now, let people read, let people understand, let them criticize me, let them, if this thing is okay, this is good, they are going to appreciate it. But that I'm going to leave it to the people.
That's very well said, actually. So I was also wondering, like, since you mentioned that you run marathons on very high raw diet. Do you have like any pre-marathon or post-marathon like meal or something that you eat for fueling your body before marathons?
So last marathon when I ran with my son, I documented it. I ate the night before only one avocado.
Okay. Oh.
And so on one avocado, and then that morning I ate two banana. That's it. So how I ran? Let's say you have your cell phone. Your cell phone you charge, and you keep on charging, is not going to take any more charge. The battery is full, means it's full. There is nothing is going to get into it because there is no room.
Hmm.
Our body also have, not exactly like that, but our body have also limitation. How much energy one can save it. More than that, energy is the only thing which you cannot keep it forever. Any energy. And that is the truth. Even electric energy, you cannot keep it. That's the reason most of the big city have the problem of when they have some event, the spike is so high that they cannot cope with it, and they have to manage it, the electric grid, in such a way that they can distribute that electric energy to the consumer. So now coming back to your question is like, so I see this not the only the night before or that's not how it works. Your body cells are full of energy. That energy is there already. Only thing is you have to make sure it's now you get the full energy. So how you see it? So your body have a sensor. In your house, if you have air condition, you have thermostat. When the temperature goes below or higher, it starts or it stops. So that's the sensor we have also. So again, all this thing is we feel that okay, I want to drink water. How? Because we have sensor that hey, you need water. You feel hungry. All those sensors are not working well because we abused it. We human have abused it so horribly that it stopped working properly now. You are not listening to your body. When you ask me question about the marathon, I was full of energy even before running marathon. So I was not that hungry. I ate only one avocado and night before. And that's about I cannot run with a heavy stomach. So whatever I eat, I wanted to see that, it gets out in the morning and then that's it. Then I can run with my two banana. It worked. I didn't fell down at mile 20 that, okay, now I have no energy. I am not going to walk or not going to run or nothing. So the energy, once you understand that, the equation of energy, and I'm not electrical engineer, I don't have that, but I am seeing this energy is something which is, you cannot keep it. I give you the one example. When in London, when people play, when there is a game of rugby, the London city have hard time to keep their grid intact. Because what happens in London, when in the interval, in the middle of the game, when they break, every house starts making their tea, and their tea they mix in electrical kettle, is not on the gas. They just warm up their water on electrical kettle, and that's it. So every house is starting using at one particular point the electricity. Now grid is going to fail. There is no enough supply, so they have to make sure that they keep this energy ready so that grid don't fail and there is no large scale out of electricity. So that's the electrical engineer, they do this. So now in our body also we have to understand that we need this kind of energy at one particular point, how you can harness it, how you can keep it, and how you can utilize it. And this all you can do only by using the right fuel. So if you are using the wrong fuel, you cannot do all these things. I have a privilege to do this because I am using the right fuel. I'm using that, in a right way, and I know when to eat, when not to eat, and how much to eat.
Okay, so Akshay, like that has been like really inspirational. Like just before we conclude, I just had like one more question for you. So besides
Sure.
that thing, like where you said like be as comfortable as you can, like you can just start with 25% raw or 50% raw. Like just besides that, like if you can give like one word piece of advice to someone who's watching, like who's tired, who's inflamed and confused about where to start, like what can be that one thing?
So start. Okay, if you are confused, don't worry. I was not master when I started. I tell that okay, we are normal human being and we are not expert in that field. So only thing is you start eating fruits in the morning and eating a vegetable at the night, evening. That helps me because the fruit can digest quickly and want to go out quickly. Vegetable also, but it can stay in there, and it helps me. So during the daytime, you need all those the energy to run to work, and so those fruits can give you solid energy. Another thing is all the fruits have uh, characteristics to clean your body. It
Okay.
works like a detergent, okay, in your body. There is no way we can put our body in a washing machine. So inside we have to clean every day. You clean your house every day, you clean your teeth every day, but who is going to clean your body inside every day? So every day we need that cleaning, and that fruits can help you to clean it. And for young people like you have to, is your body still growing, so you need a lot of vegetables. Vegetable have characteristics to build your body. Vegetable do not have characteristics to clean your body. So this
Okay.
is the big two distinction between fruits and vegetable. Now you have to decide how much you want to eat, what is good. Don't worry about the fruit sugar and this that you are going to burn very quickly. And you don't have to eat. Or I as I said, I used to eat like a pig. So much between me and my son, I used to finish whole large pizza. That's it, that I what mindless eating. Now the small bowl is my lunch. One apple and maybe one tangerine is that's it, my lunch. What? Yeah, I can now go for another 8 hour. Or little bit of vegetable at the in the bowl, in the one sweet potato or one avocado or a little bit of broccoli or whatever, and I make it tasty food. I put the chutney, salsa, make it a little, spicy, and it is not just bland. So I keep my taste bud also happy, and my intestine also is happy. My microbiome is happy. My whole body is happy by eating this kind of tasty food. So that's the key. Make yourself comfortable, eat what you like, make your own rule, start small baby step. Don't go crazy, and see how it works.
Okay, yeah. Like this is the first time like I'm hearing this, but it's like really good way to put it. As you said, the fruits have the cleaning like abilities, while the vegetables have the like growing abilities. Like I think I like this is the first time I learned something like this, but it's like really good way to put it. Yeah.
That's why I said there is so many things to know, so many things to talk. I can talk again another 10 hours, but as I said, this was the wonderful question answer episode. I like the way you asked me question as a curious mind, and I hope I gave the answer to feed your curious mind proper answer that you feel it. Okay, now let me explore more, and that's the goal, to make young people like you to think. Don't just follow me. Don't just accept what I'm saying. Challenge me, explore it, Go on Google, take any resources, whatever you have, find out the fact and analyze it and then accept it and go on.
No, like I was truly inspired by like today's session, and I definitely got to learn a lot. And anyways, like we're working together, and like I'll be like able to learn even a lot more from you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaibhav. Thank you, Shreya. I'm glad that both of you made it, and I'm happy that I'm celebrating my 16th anniversary with both of you. And now it's going to become a video, so with more
Yeah,
people.
be wonderful.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and also is like I'm almost done with my publishing book. It will come out in maybe February or March next year. So yeah, in life, this is has to go on, and in nature we trust.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Akshay, for this session. I got to learn a lot. This was my first time getting to know about like the health benefits of raw food, and it will definitely stay with me for a long time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Life is energy. Energy is life.